I think they love me. I think they love me now. I think they love me.
Who do you see when you look at me?
I think they love me.
'Cause I do not recognize the man inside the mirror. They feast on my dreams. I'm not who I seem to be. And somehow I lost myself along the way. Losing my sanity over strangers. When they see your wounds, it gets dangerous. Can I be myself? Is it safe yet? Yeah. Or should I hide my lies and keep on running? Take my chances, all unknowing. I smile, but life is misery. I hide my pain in this melody. They see my scars and all run from me. I don't know what they want from me. Can I find peace? Yeah, will they finally see me? Can I love myself? Can I love myself? Can I love myself? Can I love myself? Can I love myself?
I think they love me. I think they love me.
Trapped inside this maze, it's amazing. My phone's off, so don't call me crazy. I'll show you what you want to see from me. But do you know me? I let the likes in the gram, it controls me. It's like the lights in the camera can know me. Yeah. One day I'll find my identity. For now, losing my sanity over strangers. When they see your wounds, it gets dangerous. Can I be myself? Is it safe yet? Yeah. Or should I hide my lies and keep on running? Take my chances, all unknowing. I smile, but life is misery. I hide my pain in this melody. They see my scars and all run from me. I don't know what they want from me. Can I find peace? Wait, put it away. 'Cause you don't hustle, I keep on the bottom of my way. Yeah, you done it so many times, now you know we well. Making a move, this is the night that I choose. What else do I gotta lose? Thinking I'm walking my shoes, no.
What is going on, everybody? We talked about it yesterday, and there you have it. Paul Goldschmidt is the New York Yankees first baseman. It's kind of funny because on Twitter just a couple of hours ago, I was out all morning today. Holiday season, yay! I was out all morning getting things done, and of course, I missed this news, obviously, so we're starting a little late. Can't fucking stand it, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? We are here to discuss Paul Goldschmidt being a member of the New York Yankees, and it's funny, guys, because the Yankees made a move yesterday, and if you guys remember, I said it almost feels like them saving that $2 million is to kind of fit something in, and immediately after that, they go ahead and they get Goldie. And I guess we kind of should have seen this coming, right? Paul Goldschmidt is him and Aaron Judge is a Goldie guy. And look, this organization right now is almost like they're being ran by Aaron Judge. I mean, Aaron Judge says, I like this guy. The Yankees go get him. No big deal. I mean, hasn't worked out yet. Let's hope this one works out. But I do want to just let everybody know something really quickly as I bring up the first super chat of the day. Dozier Faze says, now does Arenado waive his no-trade clause? I'm going to talk about that because that would not shock me one bit if Nolan Arenado was the Yankees' third baseman, Jazz goes the second. That wouldn't shock me one friggin' bit at all. But let's go ahead and pull up the news here. There it is right there, guys, by Jack Curry. Paul Goldschmidt will sign a one-year deal with the Yankees. The 37-year-old has won 4 Gold Gloves and was the 2022 MVP. While he had a .716 OPS with 22 home runs and 65 RBIs last year, he had solid numbers versus left-handed pitching and also performed better in the second half. Savvy, short-term signing. Let me just get this out the way so everybody kind of sees where I am right now in this move. Is it my favorite deal? Not at all. Would I have liked maybe Carlos Santana, of course, Yandy Diaz in a big trade more? Yeah, I think we all obviously would have liked that a lot more, but that's not the route the Yankees go. So where it is right now, you got a guy like Paul Goldschmidt coming in on a one-year deal. Okay, it's 1 year. So everybody just kind of put that in your mind for a second. And then the next thing I'm going to say is the Yankees had some of the worst offense at first base last year. This isn't a bad move. I mean, in that regard, if you want to see it as, oh man, we needed to do better than this, we did better than last year. And I think that is the way to see this. Again, should this be something you're jumping up and down for joy, going, World Series is back on, way here? Anthony Rizzo, DJ LeMahieu, whoever played first base for the Yankees was absolute ass. That's the best way I could put it. If you want to be excited about anything, just be excited about that they were absolute ass. You switch on over here, you see Goldie's numbers overall. But last year, like Jack Curry said, 22 bombs, 245 average. He did hit over 300 his last 30 games of the year. There wasn't a lot of power there, but indeed he did hit over 300 the last 30 games of the season. And like I'm saying, is there any possibility that maybe Goldie rewinds the clock a little bit playing for a team like the Yankees? Maybe. Maybe there's a possibility there that this guy performs a little bit better, but here's what I need him to do. If you could get on base, if you could have a slightly better average, hit 20-plus homers, play very good defense, you could sign me up for this. I'm all right with it. I'd be okay with that. Now, I'll get to the other part, but I do want to throw this on the screen so we can have a look at what that lineup could kind of look like right now. Now, I don't know where the Yankees are going to play him. I don't know what they're going to do at leadoff. So, ladies and gentlemen, please don't take my lineup as what it is, and please don't take my lineup as this is the best structure, Pete. I literally ran home. I was late as shit to this news, which Pete Simonetti like to be a perfectionist on things. I hate being late, so I'm a little angry today, all right? Being honest with you. But if you go ahead and look at this, you got Volpe, Bellinger, Judge. I don't know if they stick to that. But then you got Stanton, Jazz, Goldie, Wells, Dominguez, Oswaldo Cabrera. So look, it looks a little bit better depending on who that second baseman is going to be or third baseman is going to be, which I guess we can get to that right now. I'll go ahead and say what I think could happen. Kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday. I think it's also been a little bit reported on by some people. Adrian Acevedo says, Pete, this is a one-year deal. So do you think this means Cashman wants to go after Vladdy next year? I don't know if it means he wants to go after Vladdy next year, but it certainly leaves it to the imagination that the Yankees could get Vladdy if they really want him next year. They also got Tucker and a few other guys out there that are going to be free agents. Now, it was reported yesterday, I want to say by Mark Feinsand, and it's funny because when I talked about an Arenado deal, what did I say originally? If you go back to that original video that I made about Nolan Arenado, right, I said Marcus Stroman or one of these contracts would have to be in that deal. Well, the Yankees reached out to the Cardinals. This is according to Mark Feinsand, I believe it was. If I'm wrong and it wasn't Mark Feinsand, please tell me who it was. But he came out and he said flat out the Yankees offered Marcus Stroman in a deal for Nolan Arenado. They offered him. They said, hey, yeah, we'll make this deal right now, no problem. Apparently, the Cardinals never even went to Nolan. They never said, hey, would you play for the Yankees? Now, this could have been very early in the process because now his agent's involved. And I don't think the Yankees were on his list of teams he could go to. He has to waive his no-trade clause. But I don't know what him and his relationship with Paul Goldschmidt is. I really don't know. But what I will say is this. It wouldn't shock me one bit if Nolan Arenado now sees Goldie go to the Yankees and go, yeah, let's change up that infield, and I'm going to go there too. And the Yankees could make that deal work. He obviously rejected a deal, I believe, to the Astros, so he rejected that deal to go to Houston. Goldie being in New York, apparently that good friend says, Vinny, if that's the case, then maybe that's your infield. Nolan Arenado at third base, Volpe at shortstop, Jazz at second base, and Goldie at first base. Again, sexy? I don't know. A lot of people are now kind of saying they think that is going to be the next move. And like I said, if Marcus Stroman is in that deal and the Yankees find out a way to maybe, drop some money. Brian Hoke reports they're very close friends. Thank you, Jocko. If they're able to do that, maybe that's the route the Yankees go. And look, is that a better infield than last year? Potentially. It's got the potential to be. I think people are underrating Jazz this year. I think Jazz could be really good. Chris says, yo, Pete, how you doing? Feel like this one-year deal leaves us open to moving Belly to first and putting Tucker in the outfield next year. Potentially. There's so much that can happen next year, guys. Like I said, I almost hate jumping so far into the future, but there's so much that can happen next year with all the free agents available, all the things the Yankees could do. But again, focusing on this year, I don't have a lineup yet with Nolan in there. But, I mean, if you did look to add Nolan Arenado in there, I don't know who the Yankees' leadoff hitter would be. They might just go with Cody Bellinger. Bellinger, Judge, and then mess around there. Maybe Bellinger, Nolan. I really don't know how the Yankees would make that work, but that's two right-handers coming into the Yankees lineup. Of course, Cody Bellinger being a lefty. But if Nolan was added in there, you know, things are looking all looking different, man. Is the lineup better? Is the team overall better? Pitching has definitely got better. To me, offense is still a bit suspect in my opinion. Now, again, just a disclaimer to remind everybody. Just a disclaimer to remind everybody, folks. Anthony Rizzo, Alex Verdugo, Gleyber Torres were some of the worst offensive players at their respective positions last year collectively. So just a reminder to that, you don't need guys coming over being MVPs. Yeah, you're missing Juan Soto. That's huge. We understand that. So that's why I say it's still suspect in a way, but could they be overall better? Yes, I think that is a fair statement to make. Jeff.
Thank you for being a friend.
Jeff says, no. Why not trade for Nate Lowe? Arenado is a waste of money. He is done. Do not trade for Arenado. Well, Jeff, fortunately for the Yankees, unfortunately, I should say, we don't get to make those moves. So it looks like right now that could very well be the move. And look, it's not a guarantee that that's going to happen. It just seems like more and more people are now talking about that. Nate Lowe is now out of the picture. Nate Lowe is not going to happen. Yandy Diaz is not going to happen. Carlos Santana is not going to happen. So a lot of those players that we've talked of, that is not going to happen. As Philo says, Dominguez could be lead off by the middle of the year. Yes. I don't think Dominguez out the gate, the Yankees are going to go, hey, brother, we didn't play you over Verdugo, but we're going to lead you off this year. We're going to show ultimate belief. I don't see. Everything is fucking shitting with me today, isn't it? Look at this. The hell happened here? Everything right now is just an absolute mess. For what the structure of this lineup could be, nobody really knows. We're going to have to wait and find out. Vindicator Rizzo didn't have a good second half. Rizzo was a good second half. Rizzo was terrible all year. Rizzo was absolutely horrible all season. So forget Rizzo. I mean, look, Goldie is an upgrade to Rizzo. No matter what anybody wants to tell you, Goldie's an upgrade over Rizzo. He just is. Again, sexy move. No, Aaron Judge gets his guy. This is kind of becoming a trend now with the Yankees where Aaron Judge gets his buddies on the club. And a lot of times his buddies just don't perform too well. But Peraza at third base, you got a better chance of hitting the lotto than that happening. I think everybody kind of recognizes what the Yankees think of Peraza right now, and their thoughts are not too excited about Peraza. So I don't think you got to worry too much about that. But Goldie is a good defender. That's the one thing I will say about him. Did his defense take a bit of a dive? Then it's, been great over the last multiple years. Probably not as good. Probably not as quick. Not as reactionary at first base. But he could pick him. He's not a terrible defender. We know that. But I get why people aren't, up in arms and aren't super excited about this trade. I understand. I really do. It's not anybody's 1B. I think if anybody was doing a 1B and kind of putting stuff across the table here, that's never what the team would have looked like. But the Yankees don't want to really spend much more. They don't want to, give up They don't want to give up draft picks. And look, folks, one of the things I said when Soto was gone was, is this the offseason to go spending a ton of money? Especially on the batters. There's not really anybody out there that you get super excited for. That's the issue here, because I understand you can complain and you could be angry, but where's that money at that you really want to, put to a certain player that just doesn't feel like there's those people out there. Goldie had a very good second half. I'll pull up the numbers. There wasn't a lot of pop in that second half, but I want to say he hit over 300 his last 30 games of the year. Let me pull it up for you guys now. So his last 30 games of the year, he hit 330. Had a 550 slugging, so there had to be a lot of doubles in there because he only had 3 home runs. But a 370 on base percentage, so that's not too shabby. But again, there you see the last 30 games of the year, 109 at-bats, 36 hits, 3 of those being homers. But the 550 slugging means he had a shit ton of doubles in that stretch. And a 370 on base percentage. So he finished the year hot, which is a good sign. Does that mean anything for the Yankees this coming season? No, not really. It doesn't really mean dick for the Yankees this coming season, but it's nice to see. It is a one-year deal. It is a one-year deal. It is a one-year deal, guys. Again, 40,494 subs, was 6 away from 40,500 already. So go ahead, guys. Smacky that likey, hitty that sub like you've never done before in your lifetime, baby. Smacky the like, hitty the sub. Yankees love nursing home residents at first base. The Yankees tend to piss me off a little bit. There are no options in Goldie's deal. This is a straight 1-year commitment from the Yankees, and that is it. So that is a really, really, really good thing. That is a really, really good thing. I'm excited about that, at least. That it is only a 1-year deal, so we'll see what happens overall. He had let's see. This is from Joe Randazzo. Always a good follow on Twitter. Let me switch over to him real quick. Paul Goldschmidt had a strong finish to 2024, and that's who you hope the Yankees are getting after the All-Star break. He had 271, 319, 480 with a 120 WRC+. plus. He had a 12.6% barrel rate and an average exit velo of 91 miles an hour. That's where those doubles are coming from. Pre-All-Star break is when he was really bad. So again, it's good to see that, maybe there's still something left in that bat a little bit. Maybe the defense is still left there a little bit, but this is the point that I'm trying to make. Again, I've been trying to make this point a lot, and you had some beat writers coming out telling people, hey, but listen to this. I've been telling you guys this for a while. It's kind of sad that beat writers haven't wrote about this for a while. It's kind of show you how good they are at their job. You didn't have to get MVP at first base. Now, of course, guys like Vladdy and other possibilities was good, but you got dick from Anthony Rizzo. I mean, in all reality, you got absolute jack shit from Anthony Rizzo. And I know that's not the best way to look at it. I know nobody wants to see it that way, and I completely understand you for being like, come on, people, we're the Yankees. I get it. I completely understand, and I completely get it. I'm right there with you. Understand. But he should be better than Rizzo. Does that guarantee you'll get better production? No. But he should be better. He should be better is all I'm saying. So, Goldie a Yankee. We know that already. I don't know, man. Yesterday I put in the chat, would you rather have Goldie or would you rather have Santana? The majority of you went with Carlos Santana, but, Aaron Judge is going to get what Aaron Judge wants, and apparently they're workout buddies and they're somewhat good friends. So Judge gets his guy, as he did with Alex Verdugo, and we saw how that turned out. So hopefully this is not the same type of situation here that we're going to see, but it is what it is, man. What are you going to do? Let's see. I see some people saying, no, they don't lose no draft picks from this. I see some people saying that maybe they're just going to do a platoon and he's going to play against lefties. No. He's not going to just play against lefties. Ben Rice is not going to be platooning with Paul Goldschmidt unless Goldie's terrible. He's going to play every day. There's no way in hell the Yankees are going to say, let's platoon. And I don't think Goldie would have agreed to a deal if the Yankees said they want him as a platoon guy. He's going to get every chance to play. It will not be a platoon. Ben Rice ain't getting that chance out the gate. Nor should he, to be quite honest with you guys. I know there's some people saying, just play Rice. You know, Rice had the big 3 home run game, and then Rice didn't do much. So Ben Rice got a lot to prove still in the minor leagues. He got to, look, AAA has kind of been a joke for him, but you got to go down there, play good. Hopefully the Yankees stick him at first base every day, and they go from there. Pete, I can see the Yankees dumping Stroman and Trent G and signing Bregman. I don't think so, man. I don't think they're going to go anywhere near that just because of the draft picks, the implications of international pool money. I don't think they're going to mess around with that. I don't think they're going to mess around much with that at all. So, you know, I leave it alone to where it is now. Would not shock me one bit if the next move is Nolan Arenado, and it wouldn't shock me if that move is really quick. That would not shock me one bit. Not at all. Medina, appreciate you, brother. That would not shock me one bit. As Brian, let me see if I can find that Brian Hoke, because apparently Brian Hoke spoke about that. I don't know if it was in an article, if it was in a tweet. I have no idea. Let's see. Yeah, so here it is from Brian Hoke, and this would not shock me one bit. Now that Yankees have signed Paul Goldschmidt, a.k.a. Goldie, could a trade for Nolan Arenado be next? They are very close friends, may entice Arenado to waive his no-trade clause. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I got a feeling that deal they talked about, the Yankees, that the Yankees offered before, could very, very well come to life. That wouldn't shock me one bit. Again, is it the move that I would sit here and say, Yankees, go make that move? No, not at all, but hit that like button, guys. We got about 1,000 in here. We only got 183 likes. Not good. Let's smacky that likey, hitty that sub like you've never done before in your lifetime. Johnny Riv, what's going on, my good friend? How you doing, brother? But Brian Cashman so far has done a solid job, and you can't be overly mad about that, and I'll get to that after this. Could the Yankees trade Stroman for Jake Cronenworth? I like Cronenworth. He's played some third base, but I don't know. I feel like Arenado's the guy. I don't know why, folks. It feels so Brian Cashman. It feels so Brian Cashman to me, man. I don't know it. I don't know what you guys think. Let me put a poll in the chat. Real quick. Let me put a poll in the chat. So I'm going to put that poll in the chat because I really want to see what you guys think. Are you thinking the same way as I don't know why, folks. It is such a Brian Cashman move. Javi said Pete's getting sad. I'm trying not to think about it, Javi. I'm trying not to think about it, Javi, my brother. It's just such a Brian Cashman move, man. It's such a Cashman deal. It's the easy fix for them right now. You know, you can sell it as this could be better, and it could be. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes getting a couple of veterans isn't a bad idea, but it's backfired on the Yankees, so of course we're a little scared about it. But could it work? I think it could. I think it could. Am I going to be Senor Pom-Poms and cheer this on? No. I won't be cheering it on, but I think it could be better. Joseph Delgado says just sign Bregman. I don't think they're going to do that. The Cardinals rejected the offer from the Yankees. Yes, that was very early in the process, and they never even went to Arenado. On that deal, so I don't know, man. From Soto to this, yeah. Sounds like a fucking movie for the offseason. From Soto to this. Arenado is $25 million a year. Take Carlos Correa off the Twinkies' hands. I really want to trounce the AL next season and kick LA right in the gabagool. I would love Carlos Correa as much as the next person. I said it yesterday. I think that's one of those deals where it's like, it's one of those deals where it's risky, but you take the risk. I think that's fine. It's risky and you take the risk. Champ Crummett says Glaber on a 1-year deal to hit leadoff, making a lot of sense right now. No, it's not. Please don't do that. We don't want Glaber back. And look, it's not a knock on Glaber Torres. I just need something different at this point. I need something different. I don't want to revisit any of the other stuff. If you lost Soto, put better base runners on the field, put better defense on the field. Go with it that way. Start Jason Dominguez all year. Go about it that way. Don't bring all these other guys back there and all that. But Nolan is older. But look, I don't want anybody coming in. Look, guys, I'll say this about Nolan Arenado. If that is the move the Yankees make, the only thing I can say to maybe get people's hopes up a little bit here is that they're coming to a real contender, and these are good veterans. These are good clubhouse guys. They're leaders. Yeah, there's intangibles there that you could like. But looking at Arenado's numbers last year, 272, a 325 on base percentage, 394 slugging, which is horrendous. That is horrendous. He's not a big right field guy at all. He's a pull-happy guy. So in a lineup surrounded by other good players, maybe a little bit rejuvenation going on there. Yeah, I think I think he'd be maybe a little bit better for the value and the dollar amount you'll be paying for him if that's the case. It's not sexy. It's not sexy, man. This is from Evan Daniel right here. Goldschmidt versus the AL East, 75 games, 290, 11 home runs, 41 RBIs. Again, I don't know how long that time span is. Nolan is made for Fenway Park. Cardiac Knicks, I agree with you so much. He would be perfect. He would rejuvenate his career big time in Fenway, but he's a very, very good defender. No doubt about that. Still a very good defender. He's great defensively. The Yankees infield would be way better defensively. By the way, Goldschmidt got $12.5 million, folks. But they'd be a lot better like that. And I'm seeing reports last night. And I don't know if I've seen, because I don't want to be premature on this. Let me see if there's anything else here saying this. One second, guys. So Dave Winfield posted on his Instagram that Rickey Henderson passed away. That absolutely sucks. And I saw this news late last night and I thought it was fake. And I told my team about it. I'm like, I don't know if there's been any confirmed sources, but Dave Winfield on his IG account said, I still cannot believe I lost one of my favorite teammates and great friend Rickey Henderson. Rest in peace. So there's a lot of people out there saying now, a few others have retweeted this, but I haven't seen anything fully confirmed. But looks like no major reporters yet have said anything. There's a couple of Bay Area news sites that are reporting that Rickey Henderson has passed away, but that absolutely sucks if that is true. Rest in peace to the great Rickey Henderson. If Medina, I don't know if that's confirmed. Dave Winfield did post it on his Instagram, so I don't know, and that's why I'm kind of not jumping. But if that is the case, man, rest in peace to such a legend, man. Such a great legend. What a ball player. Greatest leadoff hitter of all time by far. It's not even close. So if that news is real, very, very sad about hearing that. There was rumors of it late last night, and I saw it, but there was nothing confirmed. But then I just saw Dave Winfield just posted that on his IG account. So unless Dave Winfield got played and everybody else is getting played, but if you type it in on Twitter, there's a lot of information on there about Rickey Henderson passing away. Unfortunately, hopefully that's not the case. Work to be done still by the Yankees. You know, Brian Cashman has added Devin Williams, Max Fried, Fernando Cruz just yesterday, Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt. It's a solid offseason, man. This is a solid offseason so far from the Yankees. I know what people's mindset are, that losing Soto is huge. You're never going to get another Soto. There was not another Soto available. We all know that. That's tough, man. Mike says, what if we also get Helsley in an Arenado deal? Would you feel better? I mean, we'd have the greatest bullpen of all time if you added him also. But I don't see that being the case. I would love, there's no point now if you do get Nolan, you don't really have many spots available anymore. Because I was going to say maybe they add Brendan Donovan, but what's the point of that now? Unless you put him in left field and you sell off Jason Dominguez, which I would really hate to see the Yankees do that. But when it comes to the offense now, man, we might have our answers, folks. You know, this has been the mystery right now for the Yankees, and we might just have our answers now. Our answer could very well be Nolan Arenado at third base, Goldie at first, Jazz at second, and Volpe at short. That could be the answer for the Yankees right now. So should we all, be excited? Probably not. I'm not too excited about this, to be honest with you, but this is what it's looking like right now. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up for me, please. Thank you.
Tommy Likey. Tommy want wingy.
Oh, Tommy Likey. Tommy want wingy. That's the way it goes, baby. That's the way it goes. $12.5 million for decent production isn't going to look terrible for the Yanks, but everybody wants a sexy damn deal. Nolan, 3 years, $55 million, though $16 million and $14 million over the next 2 years. Yes, that's why I can see there being an attraction for the Yankees. Remember, they got a very good pitching staff on top of that, so there's a lot of good things here that can still be done for this club. I get where everybody is right now. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Taking a look at a couple of different things here. 1 second. No, that's not it. I just had something I wanted to pull up. Where the frig did it go? Where did it go? Right here. Okay. Pull this up for you guys too real quick. 1 second, folks. Like that. There we go. Okay. I'll move this down a little bit. Sandman says, wish Trashman gotten Naylor instead. I don't want washed up former star. Just give Peraza a shot. We need youth too. Now we have a nursing home. I wouldn't go as far as saying we got a nursing home. We added one more older player. We don't have that many old players on this club. Nursing home is wild. The Yankees don't have a nursing home. That's inaccurate. That is definitely inaccurate. Brian Gonzalez says, I wish they could pull off a Correa trade. You and me both, brother. Big Sexy Yankee says, people that say Goldie was bad simply don't know baseball. He wasn't good last year. Goldie wasn't great last year. You would say he's maybe around slightly above average, if anything. But again, slightly above average is going to be much better production than they got last year. There's no denying that. But let me switch over to this. This is from @Yankee Source. Bellinger 20+ homers, Judge 40+, Stanton 25+, Jazz 20+. I could see 30 from Jazz, by the way. 10+ for Volpe, 15+ for Wells. I think we could easily see 20+ for Wells, 20+ for Goldie, 20+ for Jason. Yeah, if you spread the offense around, they could be a better offensive club. Scar says 37 years old as fuck for baseball. Yeah, but the Yankees aren't running out a nursing home lineup, folks. That's what I'm saying. It's not a nursing home lineup. This is not a nursing home lineup, folks. Volpe is young. Bellinger's young. Judge is in his prime. Stanton's getting up there. Jazz is in his prime and is young. Paul Goldschmidt's old. Wells is young. Dominguez is young. And whoever the second baseman is going to be, that's over-exaggeration saying that this is a nursing home lineup. It's definitely not a nursing home lineup. Not at all. That's a great point by Twiggy. The Dodgers were old this year. Old doesn't mean you're going to lose. That's not what it means. Old doesn't mean you're going to lose. You got one guy in that's a little older. It doesn't really matter. What else we got here? We can still go for Tucker next year. Yeah, of course. Of course. No doubt about it. Yankees could have signed Pete Alonso. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Why would you commit to Pete Alonso all those years for what? Even if it's 3 or 4. This is a 1-year deal, folks. 1-year deal. Everybody you need to take a step back. Take a step back on that 1-year deal and go, wait a second, let me think here. We'll see. What the fuck is going on in this chat? This is what we're doing nowadays. This is what this chat has become. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. The man just passed away, and this is what we're doing in this chat. My goodness. Lord have mercy. Oh, man. I don't know who raises some people in life. Lord have mercy on my soul. I tell you what. Scotty Wright, what's up, my guy? How you doing, brother? All right, yeah, let's kick Max Greenberg out of here, please. Kick this guy out of here, this sick fuck. Kick this sick fuck out of the chat, would you? Because I can't do it, so hopefully I have a moderator who can do it real quick for me there. Thank you. Kick this guy out of here. Dozier Phase, my guy, says Cashman making some smart moves this offseason. He's working with whatever he could work with, man. I think people got to recognize that too. Trust me, I want the fucking bigger moves. I want the bigger moves as much as the next person is. But again, when Soto left, what did we say? What did we say? That there's just nothing really sexy out there to go spend money on. People acted like, oh, $700 and something million, spread it around. What do we say the whole time? Spread it around where? Where do you want to spread that money around to? Max Fried was an obvious move. And then from there, you were hopeful maybe they'll make a big trade. But look, I can't sit here and be mad at Brian Cashman. I can't be mad at the Yankees for this. We don't know what conversations they had, right? We don't know if there was conversations about Nate Lowe. We don't know that. We've heard whispers. Old Sarge, what's up, my brother? Strength and honor. We heard whispers about that, but we weren't sure. There was no guarantee of any of these type moves. Nobody really knew. So, does it suck? Yeah, it sucks. You know what I mean? It's not the most exciting stuff in the world. You go from Soto to what you're seeing now. What the frick are you going to do? Craig Smith says it's confirmed, Pete. Rest in peace, Rickey Henderson. Greatest leadoff hitter of all time. No doubt about it. Rest in peace to the great Rickey Henderson. Again, like I said, I saw whispers of it last night. Didn't know if you could believe it. But very, very sad to hear that Rickey Henderson passed away. Just an all-time great. Truly is an all-time great. So rest in peace, Rickey. Condolences to the Henderson family. Very, very sad. Just an absolute stud of a ball player. If you design a leadoff hitter, it's Rickey Henderson. He had it all. He could hit. He had power. Great speed. We know all that already, but rest in peace, Rickey. That man is running in heaven. You know that. I want to see that speed up there, brother. Godspeed, my friend. Rest in peace, brother. Thoughts on Belly wifing up Stanton's? This is the shit that we're worried about. First of all, you're talking about a man's wife. People want you guys are ready for something crazy? A little life lesson? Grown people have relations with other people at times. That happens. People do understand that does happen. That does happen. For the record, Goldie had a better second half. Relax. Yeah, we talked about that already. He had a very good second half. He had a really good second half. He had 330 in his last 30 games. So, I mean, that's solid. That is solid numbers. That's solid production. We'll see what happens. Rickey Henderson steals. Rickey Henderson, not Ricky Ricardo. I don't know what Ricky Ricardo will be doing batting leadoff and running in heaven. Did everyone smoke crack this morning in this chat? Did everyone sit back, wake up this morning and just start puffing crack? Is that another fucking camera? Am I being pranked? Is this a fucking prank today? Unbelievable what I'm dealing with today. Unfriggin' I feel like there's a camera. Somebody's gonna come out with balloons and fucking Lord. Thoughts on a Glaber reunion? That's it. I don't want that. Crack is whack, damn it. You better believe it. PSA to all the children out there. Crack is whack. Say no. Okay? Any news on Arenado? No, but a lot of people do feel like that's the next move. I know you guys are excited about that move. 59% of you believe, yes, that will be the next move. Old Sarge. Nah, Pete. This is more like sniffing glue. Yeah, there's definitely some sniffing glue stuff right there. No doubt about it. I'm there with you, brother. My goodness. Market players, good offense with poor defense. Old players, not a lot. Yeah, there's not a lot available. Man. And losing Soto sucks for any team. Anybody loses one of the best players in the game, you're not making up for him. But you got to figure out some other ways. The Yankees have gotten better defensively. I think that's a fair statement to make. I think the Yankees have certainly gotten better, maybe on the base paths a little bit. I think that's a fair statement to make. They've kept their righty-lefty balance a bit. Is Goldie a right-hander? Yes. Does this mean, I also want to just say this. I'm not guaranteeing Nolan Arenado's next. I just could connect the dots a little bit. And I know Brian Hoke said the same thing, that he can see him waving his no-trade clause to the Yankees now. But he's not guaranteed. Maybe there's another move for a third baseman, a second baseman out there that nobody's talking about. I guess that's a possibility. Carlos Santana will not be happening, guys. They got their first baseman. That's not going to happen. But if I had to say one thing about this deal, I'm not mad about it, folks. I can't be mad about it. And the reason why I can't be mad about this deal is actually rather simple. I'm going to show you why I can't be mad at this deal right now. That's why I can't be mad at this deal. This is why I can't be mad at this deal right there. And again, I'm not shitting on Anthony Rizzo here, but he just hasn't been good for a little while. I mean, if you look at Anthony Rizzo's last 3 years, besides 2022 when he had some good power, had an 818 OPS, fucking Goldie, I mean, it's basically been better. William Reap says third base is going to be DJ Oswaldo. I don't think so. I don't think the Yankees are going to go that far. Now, if they do that, that's a disgrace because you can literally you can trade for anybody to give you something better there. I don't think they're going to do that. Do I think Goldie has anything left in the tank? I do. I do. I think there's something still left. Like I said, the last 30 games, he had 330. So, I'll take any first baseman than Mr. Glass, Anthony Rizzo. Well, you got your guy. Goldie's defense is good. He could pick him. I know that. He could certainly pick him at first base. So the Yankees have gotten better defensively. Again, I am kind of stuck on this Nolan Arenado deal. I just feel like that's going to happen. Maybe it doesn't, and the Yankees get somebody else. But Where I am right now, that just feels like the most obvious move for the Yankees. So that feels like the most obvious move. We'll see what happens overall. Rich, appreciate you for subscribing to the U. Thank you, guys. We are now over 40,500 subscribers. I really, really appreciate your guys' support. Let me see if I could do something on here real quick, too. Is there a way to... You can't compare here, but let me bring them up here and just take a look at something here. Paul Goldschmidt. There we go. Smack that like. Hit that sub, folks. Sitting at 335 on the likes. We got over 958 in here. Appreciate you guys. Pete, hopefully the Arenado feelings are just agita. I hope so. I hope it is just agita, my friend. Like I said, and I'm going to come out and say it now in case it happens, so I'm on record. The infield defense would be greatly improved. Could I see both of those guys being somewhat productive for the Yankees? I could. And is it my first choice? No. Could I see the Yankees going that route? 150%. Would I rip my head off about it? No. Would I be pom-pom, cheer, cheer, Pete? No. But I wouldn't be overly upset. I wouldn't be overly upset. I really wouldn't be. I mean, I don't know how they make that work because the Yankees don't seem to want to go over to $300 million. So I guess unless they took on Marcus Stroman, other than that, I don't really see how they could get that done. But guys, I want to show you something here for the people that are feeling like, Pete, I don't know if this is a big difference. What about trading for Ryan McMahon? Appreciate the super chat, man. That team does not want to give that guy up. They don't want to give him up. They got him on a great contract, and they really don't want to move him at all. So I completely understand that. But, yeah, I do want to show you guys something on the screen here after this super chat. Mike says Nolan is a big-time declining player. JD all over again. I just hope that going over to Tex won't take them out of Vlad next year. No, they got so much money coming off next year. There's a lot coming off the books for the Yankees next year. But I do want to show you guys this. So remember I showed you Anthony Rizzo. Let me pull this up. I just want to show you this real quick. So for the people out there that's like, I don't know, man, Anthony Rizzo, is he that much better of an upgrade? Is he better overall? There you go. There you go. And there you go. And also the one thing about Goldie, folks, he's a spray hitter. So Goldschmidt hits the ball all over the place. He's a spray hitter. That's good at Yankee Stadium. But again, look at the upgrade here. You got Anthony Rizzo, who was miserable. He was miserable. And then you got Paul Goldie. So you're seeing a guy that makes a lot more impact on the baseball. Put him in the lineup with the Yankees. Don't be shocked. I know, hey, if you guys remember one thing, can I bring up a player to you guys real quick? Let me look him up real quick. I'm going to look up something. Because I remember this guy here. He got injured, but he had a great little time there for the New York Yankees, and he was the same age. He was 37 years old. You guys remember Matt Holliday? A lot of people thought Matt Holliday was completely done. He was 37 years old. He was certainly at the end of his career. There's no denying that. But in 2017 for the Yankees, he had a 750 OPS. He had 18 bombs for the Yanks. And he had a walk-off homer, I believe, in one of those games. So was he the sexiest player at that age, at that time of his career? No. He was that was the second last year. That was a decent move that time for the Yankees. Then he got injured. And that took him out. But this is a guy that would have hit 20 plus homers that year for the Yankees if he was healthy. So it's a 1-year deal. It's not a major commitment for a guy who you could project should be a lot better than what they had before. That's the best way I could put it right now for you guys. Choppa says, I think they should put Jazz leadoff. They could. They could. The only reason why I don't know if they would do that is because I could just see the Yankees going Bellinger Judge as leadoff. And I really hope they don't. I don't want to come off of what worked last year. And I know that in saying that, they don't have Soto. But I want to go righty, lefty, righty. I want to go leadoff guy, Bellinger, Judge. That's what I want to do. And again, I don't know if that is the way the Yankees are thinking, but I've liked it like that before, and I really hope they keep it the same. I really do. You know, we talk a lot about lefties benefiting from the porch. I think Goldie's going to benefit from the porch. I think Goldie's going to benefit from right field. He's a guy that hits spray bullets to right field. I think he's going to benefit with some cheap homers to right. Jason hitting leadoff? Well, Eddie, he'd be the perfect leadoff guy, but let's be honest here. You think the Yankees are going to put him there to start the year? You think the Yankees will literally just go Jason, Bellinger, Judge? Imagine if Jason was an all-star. Dave, it's true. The New York Post reported it. It is true. Rickey Henderson, unfortunately, has passed away. He has passed away. Frankie says, what about taking a flyer on Whit Merrifield? I don't know. That's tough. You know, that's another guy that's kind of, you know, past the best years of his career. So I don't know. I don't know if that's something I'd want to see them do. Now we can hit back-to-back and belly-to-belly. Yeah, that's right. Back-to-back and belly-to-belly. Facts. Yeah, I don't see him doing that out the gate. I think it makes sense, but that's tough. That's tough. I don't know about that. 51 likes away from 400, guys. Let's keep it going. Kim could play second base. He could. He's a very good defender, too. Probably wouldn't cost a lot, but we should trade Stroman. I believe we will trade Stroman. I think, and look, we got already a rumor confirmed that the Yankees tried the trade for Arenado by putting Stroman in that deal, but that didn't happen. Let me see something else here, guys. 1 second. And yes, for anybody who is confused by this, saying that Rickey Henderson has not passed away, again, unfortunately, folks, Rickey Henderson has passed away. This is now confirmed by multiple reports. This is also confirmed now by Major League Baseball. That is directly to Major League Baseball. So, again, rest in peace to the greatest leadoff hitter of all time, Rickey Henderson. Choppa says, say we don't trade Stroman. Is that a bad thing? Well, I mean, I don't know if you could say it's a bad thing, but should they? Is that smart baseball? Yeah, I think that's definitely smart baseball to trade him. I don't see the point in keeping him right now. It doesn't make sense to me. Ken Rogers says, send Stroman to the spending A's. They're spending some money out there, so I can see it. I can see it. Jeff J says, rest in peace, Rickey. My brothers and I had the privilege of seeing him play at the old stadium. The best leadoff hitter I've ever seen. I think everybody agrees with that. Electric on the bases, a very good defender, a true icon. No doubt about it, man. Rickey Henderson, one of the best all time, best leadoff hitters, power, speed, everything. Everything you wanted a leadoff hitter, man. That was Rickey Henderson. No question about it. You know, I kind of like the idea, too. Somebody was saying it earlier of maybe Jazz leading off. I could see that a bit. I don't know if maybe the Yankees go Jazz, Judge, Bellinger. It's going to be interesting to see how Aaron Boone manages all this and kind of puts 2 and 2 together, but it's interesting, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens overall. A lot of condolences and messages coming in right now on Twitter, on X for Rickey Henderson, of course, as it should. You could definitely see that. Here's another good thing to try to get people's hopes up a little bit about who the Yankees just got at Paul Goldschmidt. 2024 second half OPS. Goldie had a 799 OPS in the second half. That is extremely productive. Right there with Gunnar Henderson, above Bryce Harper, above Freddie Freeman, and above Ellie De La Cruz. That is the second half OPS. So, you know, Goldie turned it around in the second half of the year and looked really good. Does that mean that Yandy Diaz is not an option? William Henry, yes, indeed. Yandy Diaz would not be an option. You don't want to see Yandy at third base, and a lot of people right now are saying it looks like the Yankees, Nolan Arenado may look back at Nolan and have their infield set up. We'll see what happens, guys. But again, man, I appreciate everybody joining me. Sorry to the community that I got on here as late as I did. Like I said, I was out and about getting things done. I apologize. I hate being late. It kind of throws off my game. But I'm not always going to be first. That's obviously the truth of the situation. I can't always be prepared for every move that could happen. But again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If there is any other deals happening, you know we'll be live. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be live again tonight, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I could put some graphs together and lineups and different fielding stuff together for you guys and go from there. But guys, I appreciate it. Again, if we do go live, I'll let you know ahead of time. I'll have that posted on YouTube pretty quick. But with that being said, guys, I am out. Paul Goldschmidt is a New York Yankees first baseman. Peace out, everybody. Talk to you again very, very soon. If I could find my outro. There it is. All right, guys. Peace. Talk to you later.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, and we ain't done yet. But a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but it's shit.